sail if she'll float, goes high. Georgia and me, grab our broom. Don't sail on down to Muscle Shoals. Ain't no much better down there, I'm told. Goes high. Got them deep river blues. Oh, damn. Lord, let it rain, let it pour, let it rain, just a whole lot more. Got them deep river blues. Let that river make a wall. Let the river just rise and fall. I got them deep river blues. Whoa, I got them deep river blues. Oh, you're too kind, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. We are Wicker and Jones, because that's Danny Wicker and I'm Mel Jones. And now you know why we're here today. If you don't, I'm going to remind you.
Tell us.
Downstairs, there's this cavernous space. This is going to be just perfect for the future shows of Piedmont Folkways. That's right, that's right, that's right, that's right. However, this needs money to happen. And that's where y'all come in. That's right. I want y'all at some point in time to either hunt down Miss Cash and give her some cash, or drop some cash in the receptacle there at the beverage station back there. Now, is everybody going to do that or not?
Yes.
I said, is everybody going to do that or not?
Yes.
That's what I want to hear. We got entertainment for you today, y'all. After us, we got the Great Cottle Creek Bluegrass Band. Let's hear from them. Then we're going to have my little ensemble, the Non-Profits, later on. But right now, Danny's going to favor us with an old railroad song for you. Get it, Dan.
Here we go.
Casey Jones was a noble engineer, told his firemen to not to fear. All I want is my water and my coal. Look out the window, see my drivers. Well, early one morning, there came a shower of rain. Round the curve came an old freight train. In the cabin was Casey Jones, noble engineer, but he's dead and gone. Now Casey's wife, she got the news, sitting by the bedside, she was lacing up her shoes. Said, go away now, children, and hold your breath. We're gonna draw a pension at your daddy's death. Oh children, get your hats. Mama, oh mama, what you mean by that? Get your hats, put them on your heads. Going down in town, see your daddy dead. When they ride, they are riding the rods, trusting their lives in the hands of God. Now Casey Jones was a noble engineer, told his firemen to not to fear. All I want is my water and my coal. Look out the window, see my drivers roll.
Thanks, guys.
If anybody would get me a bottle of water, I will pay you for it. I'll keep my money.
I'll just put the donation.
There you go.
Have y'all donated yet?
Yeah.
You wouldn't lie to me, would you? No one to walk with all by myself. No one to talk with, but I'm happy on the shelf. No misbehaving, saving my love for you. I know for certain the one I love. There's no more flirting, it's just you that I'm thinking of. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. Like Jack Horner in the corner, going nowhere. Why should I care? Your kisses are worth waiting for. Believe me, I don't stay out late, nowhere to go. I'm home about 8, just me and the radio. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. Like Jack Horner in the corner, going nowhere. Why should I care? Your kisses are worth waiting for. Believe me, I don't stay out late, nowhere to go. I'm home about 8, just me and the radio. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. Ain't misbehaving, saving all my love for you.
Bill Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Here's one that kind of became a local favorite right across the street when we did it for the Tom Dooley project. That's been, gosh, 10 years?
Oh, man.
I don't know. It's been quite a while. Anyway, it's called Jesus Gonna Make Up My Dying Bed. I don't want nobody to moan. All I want my friends to do is come and fold my dying arms. Well, 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 then I can die easy. Well, then I can die easy. Well, then I can die easy. Jesus gonna make up my dying bed. Since me and Jesus got married, we haven't spent a minute apart. He placed the receiver in my hand, pure religion in my heart. Well, 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 I can ring him up easy. Well, I can ring him up easy. Well, I can ring him up easy. Jesus gonna make up my dying bed. I'm going down to the river, stick my sword up in the sand. Hallelujah, my trouble is over. I've done made it to the promised land. Well, 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 I've done crossed over. Well, I've done crossed over. Well, I've done crossed over. Jesus gonna make up my dying bed. Play it, Mel. I'm going down to the river, stick my sword up in the sand. Gonna shout my trouble is over. I've done made it to the promised land. Well, 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 I've done crossed over. Well, I've done crossed over. Well, I've done crossed over. Jesus gonna make up my dying bed. Jesus gonna make up my dying bed. Jesus gonna make up my dying bed.
Thank you guys so much.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. There's a song that my wife inspired me to write. Because wives are real inspirational people, you know. I think that's why we get married, because we're in total need, men are, of inspiration all the time. I'm so glad we have you fine wives out there to make that happen. But we were in some motel room somewhere, and I pulled out and put on my glasses, and she said, "Wipe off them dime store glasses." And I thought, you know, there's a song in there somewhere. And sure enough, here it is. It's called Dime Store Glasses. It's all about the ravages of old age. Y'all out there know anything about the ravages of old age? Yes. I didn't think so. But don't worry. We don't feel like old people. We feel like young people with something wrong with us. tell me what you see. I know we're getting older, me and you, but them dime store glasses bring it all into view. So wipe off them dime store glasses and take a look at me. You know, baby, when you got them glasses on your head, you a 20/20 honey lamb. But when you don't, you look at me like you don't even know who I am. Sometimes you call me Harry, sometimes you call me Paul, sometimes you call me Stanley, you just can't see me at all. So wipe off them dime store glasses and take a look at me. Now there's just one thing, honey baby, sweetie pie, that's picking at my brain. Just who are all these other guys you calling out my name? Don't tell me that your memory ain't what it used to be. Don't say that my new haircut makes me look differently. Don't say you left them carrots laying there on your plate. Don't say your vitamin A was left in another state. Don't tell me that you're dizzy or smoke got in your eye. Don't say you got glaucoma. Don't say you got a sty. Just wipe off them dime store glasses, Lord, and take a look at me. Where's Steve?
Steve is to our left.
Ah, there's Steve. Gonna do one.
Thursday.
After you.
You sure?
Do I talk too much, really?
Yes. There's a building right across the street, kind of that way. Everybody here knows it as the old courthouse. Y'all have seen it many times. Well, if you look at the top of the old courthouse, it's got these 3 round windows. And it, to maybe an 8 or 9-year-old boy, that could be misconstrued as some type of monster, maybe a 3-eyed spotted owl, something like that.
Something like that.
So between Steve and I, we've written this song about it. And Steve, it's on my top 10 list. I love this song. I absolutely love it. Here we go with the 3-eyed spotted owl. Can I remember the words? Ooh, we'll see. There's a plot of ground, folks flock around, about halfway down South Center. In a pleasant grove of willow oaks, the judiciary at the center. Sprawled on the wall in their overalls are the gossiping weather scholars, while the men in new blue 3-piece suits pursue the almighty dollar. Cannons grace this special place, 3 tons of lethal metal, with iron balls stacked 3 feet tall in memory of Johnny Rebel. And in the middle stands a granite man with his head up in the clouds. And right behind that hallowed shrine is the 3-eyed spotted owl. Yeah, the 3-eyed spotted owl. hiding in the trees, the guardian of the town. Perched on his roost on the courthouse roof is the three-eyed spotted owl boys, the three-eyed spotted owl girls, the three-eyed spotted owl. Now I remember when I was 8 or 10, my boyhood infatuation with guns and swords and the Civil War and them courtyard decorations. I just had to feel that hardened steel and channel all their stories. So I jumped their lame security chain and reveled in their glory. Oh, I jumped upon that giant gun, wasn't aiming to cause no trouble. I just had to see how they could squeeze iron balls through that 6-inch muzzle. Then a mighty breeze flew over me and knocked me to the ground. That's when I locked eyes with him, that three-eyed spotted owl. I jumped the wall, both men and all, and I commenced to running. I must have looked behind about a dozen times, making sure that it wasn't coming. Sometimes I lie awake at night to keep myself from dreaming of the day that I came face to face with that three-eyed spotted demon. Now can't you see, hiding in the trees, the guardian of the town? Perched on his roost on the courthouse roof is the three-eyed spotted owl boys, the three-eyed spotted owl girls, the three-eyed spotted owl. Don't take my word about the bird that dwells within my nightmare. You can spot him too if you're a hankering to next time you're shuffling by there. If it's late at night and the moon is bright, no traffic on the street, you'll swallow your pride, run and hide when you hear that hoot owl scream. Oh, can't you see, hiding in the trees, the guardian of the town? Perched on his roost on that courthouse roof is the three-eyed spotted owl boys, the three-eyed spotted owl girls, the three-eyed spotted owl. Just to bring my point home. Maybe it all comes home to you now. Thank you, Steve.
You'll never look at the courthouse the same again. As you can see, we're big fans of the Piedmont Blues. And one of our heroes of the Piedmont Blues was a cat named Mississippi John Hurt, who was really active in the 20s and 30s, but did most of his recording in the 50s and 60s. And so we didn't get to hear him at his...
Actually, that's not correct.
That's not correct.
That is not correct.
See, I should let him do the talking all the time.
He had a brief recording career, 1928, 1929, and some guys, namely John Fahey, saw one of his songs, which was called Avalon, and he's like, I'm going to go to Avalon and see if the dude still exists, and he was still there. All the stuff we know from Mississippi John Hurt was done in 3 years. He died in 70. Rediscovered in 67, if I'm correct.
He was some kind of cat.
Oh, great.
It's
great
a signature tune called Monday morning blues. Woke up this morning. Woke up this morning. Woke up this morning with the Monday morning blues. Couldn't hardly find. Couldn't hardly find. Couldn't hardly find my Monday morning shoe. I've been laid in jail. Been laid in jail. Been laid in jail 6 long weeks today. You know, I asked the judge. I asked the judge. I asked the judge what would be my fine. Take a pick and shovel. Take a pick and shovel. Take a pick and shovel. Go down in the mine. That's the only time. That's the only time. That's the only time I ever felt like crying. Monday morning blues, way down in my soul.
Mel Jones, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to switch guitars right quick.
This will give y'all a chance to run and put some money in the pot, I'm telling you. Well, don't everybody get up at once now. Please, don't take your time. There's plenty of room up there. Yes, indeed. It will be great to get down there in that good space. Danny, this guitar looks like it's made out of graphite, but I swear it's not.
It's made out of wood and steel. I guess you'd call this a genuine folk song. Traditional is called 900 Miles. Mel and I just kind of learned it recently, and it's going to be on our new project that's coming out sometime this year, and it's going to be a project with all songs about trains, or with trains as the theme.
Train project.
But anyway, this one is called 900 Miles. I've got tears in my eyes, trying to read a letter from my home. If this train run me right, I'll be home by tomorrow night. But I'm 900 miles from my home, and I hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow.
That's a nice moment.
Well, this train I ride on is 800 coaches long. Can hear that whistle blow 100 miles. If this train run me right, I'll be home by Saturday night. But I'm 900 miles from my home, and I hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow. I will pawn you my watch, and I'll pawn you my chain, pawn you my golden diamond ring. If this train run me right, I'll be home by tomorrow night. But I'm 900 miles from my home, and I hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow. Man, I hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow. I just hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow. Thank you, guys.
Here's another song from a hero of ours, the Reverend Gary Davis, from Lauren, South Carolina. Lived most of his life in Durham, North Carolina. Was a member in good standing of the tobacco market circuit that a lot of the country blues guys traveled, because the tobacco markets were good paydays for them. This is Reverend Gary's signature tune called Hesitation Blues. So nice, let's play it twice.
hesitate. You know the hesitation stockings, hesitation shoes. Lord have mercy, got the hesitation blues. Tell me how long do I have to wait? Oh, can I get you now, baby? We love Reverend Gary Davis, just love his music. He wrote a lot of songs, and a lot of songs were songs that were in the holy blues spiritual experience. This was back, well, he started recording around 28, like John Hurt. He was rediscovered, like John Hurt, in the 50s and 60s. I think he died in 1970 as well, if I'm not mistaken. But he had a powerful right hand. He had a very powerful right hand, and he had a lot going on with the left hand. He played the guitar thinking in his brain. Of course, he was blind, like a piano. So he had this is his description of how he played. This is the left hand, you know, on the piano. It's doing all the bass notes. He only played with 2 fingers. And this finger told you what string to strike. Those are his words exactly. When Stefan Grossman, how do you play the guitar? And that's how he explained it, you know. This is one of his songs. Gosh, I love this song. We haven't been playing it forever. But I think any guys or gals that are out there and are a musician or sing, I think you will connect to the lyrics of this song. It's called I Will Do My Last Singing in This Land Somewhere. Don't know where. In the key of... No. B flat. No B flat? Oh no, Lord no. No, negative. But we played it in my studio.
We are a well-oiled machine.
We're a well-oiled machine, folks. Well rehearsed, and first of all, let me get this guitar in tune. Well, I was playing the wrong chord, so it is in C, but I actually was not playing the C. Is this better? Okay. See, the problem occurs with these alternate tunings. I'm playing a D, but since the guitar is tuned a whole step lower, I'm in C.
Can you believe this man gives guitar lessons? Can you believe it?
Here we go. I will do my last singing in this land somewhere. I will do my last singing in this land somewhere. I don't know where it will be. It may be somewhere way across the sea. But I will do my last singing in this land somewhere. I will do my last traveling in this land somewhere. I will do my last traveling in this land somewhere. I don't know the air, but I will do my last traveling in this land somewhere. Play it, Bill. I will do my last crying in this land somewhere. I will do my last crying in this land somewhere. I might be somewhere down on my knees, begging my good Lord just to give my poor heart ease. But I will do my last traveling in this land somewhere. I will do my last traveling in this land somewhere. Broken string, make it short, folks. Thank you. We're going to have to can this one and get back to the other one, detour. Broken string.
Okay.
As you can see. Sorry, folks.
That's better than the, he should have brought the steel, I think. The one with the big dent.
Oh, thanks. That would be great. I was thinking before I came here today, you know, I should change the strings on that guitar. I did.
Y'all still got plenty of money, right?
Yeah.
You gave it all, right? You left it all up there in the, yeah, that's good. You gave it all to Miss Cash. What an appropriate name for a fundraising woman.
Give Miss Cash some cash.
That's it.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the flat picking number?
Old jazz number for you.
If anybody ever kept up with acoustic blues or electric blues, a guy named John Hammond Jr., he was the son of the great John Hammond, the man that discovered and first recorded people like Bob Dylan and Billie Holiday. His son played the kind of music that we're doing here. He made a career out of it, probably playing over 50 years, I would think. John Hammond Jr., gosh, incredible. Anyway, he died this past week. Gosh, way back, I worked for Bluebell so many years ago, so did Bob. And the first manager I had, this was in Windsor, North Carolina, Bertie County. That's the jumping off point. Don't ever go there. Never go there. But we kind of connected because we were two souls in this barren part of North Carolina that work brought us there. Anyway, he had a collection of John Hammond records. This would have been like 77, 78, and he gave them all to me. I was telling Mel the other day, if he'd have given me $1,000, it wouldn't have meant more, because those records, you know, it kind of opened me up to guys that preceded him and I. But anyway, this is John Hammond's version that I got off of a record. It's called, gosh, I can't remember, but he was on the front standing in front of 38 Duesenberg car with this steel guitar. Cool looking album cover, yeah, it's super cool. Here we go with Chattanooga Choo Choo. Hi there, Tez, what you say? Step aside, buddy, 'cause it's my day. Lend an ear and listen to my version about a really solid Tennessee excursion. Pardon me, boy, is that the Chattanooga Choo-Choo on track 49? You can give me a shine. Well, I've got my beer and the trumpet to spare. She leaves the Pennsylvania station by 4:45. You read a magazine in Baltimore. Dinner in the diner, nothing could be finer than to have your ham and eggs in Carolina. When you hear the whistle go to the bar, then you know Tennessee's not very far. Shove a lot of coal in, got to keep it rolling. Ooh, Chattanooga, there you are. And there's gonna be a certain party at the station in Saturday Place. I used to call the bloody face. She's gonna cry till I tell her that I never more shall roam. Chattanooga choo-choo, won't you choo-choo me home? And there's gonna be a certain party at the station in Saturday Place. I used to call the bloody face. She's gonna cry till I tell her that I never more shall roam. Chattanooga choo-choo, won't you choo-choo me home? Ooh, Chattanooga, there you are. Ooh, Chattanooga, there you are. Thank y'all.
So what can't you do?
Oh, I can do any of these. Any of
Oh,
these
okay,
things.
all right, well.
Just throw them on this guitar, that's all. Absolutely.
Danny, that song Chattanooga Choo Choo was real big during the big band era too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Let's hear it for our sound guys, Daniel and Josh today. And don't Danny sound good today? Mercy me. And listen, hear it for Steve Hill over there that's letting us use his place. And of course, let's hear it for Kathy Cash. She's putting all this. That's enough about them. I'd like to talk to you just a moment about my profession. No, not my profession as a world-famous harmonica player and silver-tongued raconteur. No. Talking about my profession as a plumber. A prince of pipes. A wizard of waste. A commode whisperer. But I hear y'all laughing out there. I want y'all to know that plumbers are very important people.
Hell yeah.
That's right, that's right. Let's hear it for the plumbers of the world. Why, when the history of the world is finally written, it shall plainly indicate that where the plumbers went, civilization flourished, and where they didn't go, it pretty much died out.
Amen.
And if you don't believe me, ladies and gentlemen, the next time you really need a plumber, I want you to call a venture capitalist. See what happens. Well, we all need water every day, but sometimes it just don't work out that way. When you turn the handle and nothing comes out, oh, you know what I'm talking about. Is the water running? You say, no, man. Is the water running? You can do it. No, man. Now, when that water's running, is it? No, man. That's right. That's when you call the plumbing man. Tonight I got me a date with a real fox. Well, my body sort of smells like yesterday's socks. I know for certain I gotta get clean, but I need more than soap, if you know what I mean. Is the water running? Is it? No, man. I said, is that water running? No, man. I said, is that water running? When you call the plumbing man. You know, every now and then we got to go to the pot, and when we get done, we're supposed to flush, but we got. But when you hit the button and it stays in the can, that's when you call the plumbing man. Is that water running? No, man. I said, is that water running? No, man. I said, hey, yo, is that water running? No, man. That's when you call the plumbing man. Too kind.
You're very kind.
Very kind.
Very, very kind. Well,
You can be even kind if I put some money in the pot.
we are going to do another one of Steve's songs. This one is called The Santer. You can Google The Santer. And it was this creature, evidently, that was roaming the streets of Statesville and Iredell County. Nobody ever actually saw it. But it was described as, Steve, you should be up here describing The Santer, but no, incapacitated. It was a cat-like creature. It may have had a long tail with knots in it, but anyway, according to the Record and Landmark, what year? 1890, Record and Landmark, so it has to be true. They reported on it. So.
Danny, it roamed the back alley, right here underneath where we're sitting right now. This is one of the alleys where it was.
Okay, it roamed if y'all can't hear Steve, it roamed the alley that was right underneath us, getting people's cats, aspiring to get kids, but I don't know if it ever got any kids. Here it is, terrible.
I'm scared.
How can I remember the words? That is the question.
Terrible.
100 years ago tonight, beneath the kerosene lantern light, a shadow crept across an empty street. Though no one knows what happened next, local history now reflects a tale of just how sudden death can be. At first report it posed no threat, then without warning it beset upon a spree no one could understand. So heed this warning, hear it well, of how an evil spirit dwells within the darkened fate of those who should have stayed at home but chose to venture out into the night. I hope by now you realize the Santa's out tonight. And on the same night every year, you non-believers come to hear a tale that you won't most likely leave without. Now I'm making up words. Gosh. Da 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 da. Help me out, Steve. Da 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 da. So on this same night every year, you non-believers come to hear a tale that folks just won't leave here without. But if you're here to find the truth, listen while I share with you a tale that you will not leave here without. So heed this warning, hear it well, of how an evil spirit dwells within the darkened fate of those who should have stayed at home but chose to venture out into the night. I hope by now you realize the Santa's out tonight. Spot a kid waiting for a cat or a little kid. But if you hear that growling sound, stand real still and don't turn around. One more time, Mel.
Is that great kazoo work on the recording?
What's that?
Is that great kazoo work on the recording?
We're gonna have to have a whole album dedicated to Steve's stuff. I mean, we're gonna have a whole body of work for him. I mean,